Yes, you already know who it is. Two of the best bad guys in the biz. I go by the name of Steph Ronan, and that's my main man, Aaron McKee.
What up, y'all?
And we are your 44 Hills, and we'd like to welcome you to Word on the Street, sponsored by Woo Energy Drink.
Ooh, here we go, baby. Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania 2027, bro. How do you feel, man? They getting the first real international WrestleMania because they got that cheddar cheese, bro. They got that cheddar cheese, bro.
I mean, to be honest with you, I can care less. It is what it is because them damn prices are too damn high for me to even be thinking about going to WrestleMania. So I'm not missing out. I'm gonna watch it on TV regardless. So it is what it is. But I find it funny that this news broke on accident. It wasn't WWE didn't release this news.
Saudi did.
Saudi released it on accident.
Now this is gonna be WrestleMania that's gonna be on at what? 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast, bro. This ain't going to be a nighttime WrestleMania. But a lot of people are mad because they're getting the WrestleMania before maybe England, maybe like one of those good countries over there, stuff like that. The crowd, France, they're getting it before France. The women are going to be dressed like Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean, is this obviously it's good for business for WWE, but is it good for them to maintain fans?
It's not. It's going to bite them in the ass. Slowly but surely, they are literally cutting their own. They are literally shooting themselves in the foot when it comes to their fan base. This is going to be another sour taste in the mouths of WWE fans. You know, this is the first WrestleMania they had outside North America, and like ever.
Yeah.
Okay? And for it not to even go to the UK or even Perry or one of those type of spots, and to go straight to Saudi. But it's like you said, man, they got that cheddar cheese down.
Yeah.
Money talks, bullshit walks, man. They said, yeah, and TKO's about that moolah, man. That's all they worry about, man. But yeah, it's bad for the women though, because I like to see the women when they come out with their new gear, because that's WrestleMania season. New gear, like sometimes new music. They can't do that. They're all gonna come out looking like damn Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's not what the women want. We're not here being like wear less clothes, women. No, the women want to wear what they want to wear, and they can't do that in Saudi Arabia.
No more ring gear. Yeah.
Mommy been coming out in bras and shit the last few weeks, bro. She don't want to wear a whole bodysuit. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Mommy don't care, bro. Mommy go out there and swimming suits, bro. Every night she wrestles, bro. She don't care, bro. Yeah, I did busting people ass in swimsuits.
But with that, Raw on Netflix, because of Monday Night Football, they ain't starting at 8 p.m. on the East Coast no more. They're starting at 7 p.m. to try and get that little gap between Monday Night Football and the start of Raw. Because, Monday Night Football, we're East Coast, Atlanta, 4-4. They start at 8:15, 8:20, and Raw starts at 8. So they're trying to capture more viewers on Netflix by starting at 7, and they're going to test it out for the next 3 weeks. And I'm just like, y'all are losing fucking viewership every week regardless of football.
Yeah.
And it's on a streaming service. You could start it whenever you want. I'll watch it on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I
honestly feel like, to be honest with you, their move to Netflix is a good move, but it's also a hindering move because of the simple fact that people know, I don't necessarily got to watch it live. I can watch it anytime I really want to. So people don't have to plan their schedule around Raw. So I think that kind of hurt them in the long run for the live first wave of numbers. A lot of people not really watching because I know I can watch that shit. And matter of fact, some people might decline to purposely not watch it. They could be at home sitting, not doing nothing, but I'm still not going to watch it until after the replay because I don't want to see all those commercials.
That's what I was saying. If you wait to watch it, you ain't got to watch commercials, which is a good thing.
Not as much, but you still watch some, but it's not as much as the live broadcast.
And what I've noticed, a month ago when I watched the replay on Netflix, the live show's over with. I'm watching it that night, starting at 11, midnight, whenever I start watching it. It used to automatically go through the commercials. Now I have to fast forward through the commercials.
Yeah.
So they still kind of want you to watch the commercials by accident. But before, it used to just jump right in to where it would skip the whole commercial for me automatically.
Right.
Now I have to grab the remote, hit fast forward. So I feel like Netflix definitely was like, hey, man, we still need people to try and watch these commercials if they're not paying attention. Because you be watching some stuff sometimes and you're like, oh, shit, I forgot I recorded it. I can fast forward the commercial.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And I think it comes about to where WWE they saw the dip off of people watching it live and people watching the replay.
Yeah, because you ain't got to watch commercials.
And look,
it was perfect, bro. It was perfect.
That's one reason, no commercials, right? Here goes the other thing. Remember, they started cutting out parts of the program that you didn't see on replay. Because there been times we talk about, I'm like, bro, I saw the replay. I didn't see that part. It was like, it was live, but they didn't have it on replay. So, again, it's another one of those things. Like, the WWE wants you to tune in when it's live. And nowadays, you don't have to. I mean, I'm pretty sure AEW is getting the same treatment, too, because it's on Max. And one thing about and they put it on as soon as it done is up on Max, ready to watch again. So, you can fast forward through the commercials on Max, but you can't fast forward it when it's live broadcast. So.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens with ESPN because on Peacock, if you go to watch WrestleMania or one of the PLEs on Peacock, the show ends, you can't watch the replay for like 45 minutes to an hour and a half or some shit like that.
After midnight.
And that's even after you got to watch the fucking post show and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see on WrestlePalooza because I'm not going to be able to watch it live. I'm going to have to come home and watch it if it's going to be available right away. Like if I come home when it's halfway done, am I going to be able to just start from the beginning or like, because Peacock sucked with that, bro. Like, you had to wait so long. You was like, I might as well just go to bed and wake up and watch it,
Right, yeah.
But
that's true.
We'll see what ESPN does, man.
The only time Peacock would have their PLEs immediately, it will be when they have the international. But it was home, in the home states, bro, you have to wait till after midnight to watch.
Yeah.
Like, nah. Because
it was annoying, bro. It was annoying. It was
fucking annoying, man.
Yeah. It's like, I got home at 11. I just want to watch the show. It's over. You know what I'm saying?
They still got the damn post show going on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's continue that WWE is all about that. We'll not say WWE is about that money. We'll say TKO is about that money. So this whole year, we've been talking about John Cena's last match in Boston. Boston this, Boston that. His hometown. Not his hometown, but suburbs. Hometown. I know people got real technical online when we said Boston was his hometown. We live in Atlanta, but neither of us live in the fucking city of Atlanta. But you're not going to be like, I live in Tucker, Georgia. People are like, where's that? Atlanta, bitch. It's the same thing, bro.
Northside Gwinnett County, GCGA.
But Cena's last match, bro, is not going to be in Boston because Boston lost a bidding war to DC. So DC will be John Cena's last match, bro. They lost a bit. I didn't know there was a thing for bidding wars with matches, bro.
I had no idea either, bro. Like, this is news to me. Bidding war for John Cena's last match.
And DC won. DC paid that cheddar cheese, bro.
Golly, man. TKO is on some other shit.
Bro, they're like, who wants John Cena's last match? And everyone's like, me. They're like, all right, how much you paying? How much you It's like a bidding. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. Sold! Washington, D.C. It's like you're basically TKO is not giving the fans want John Cena's last match in Boston. That's what we want. Right?
Yeah.
Every fan wants that to happen. But TKO's like, F the fans. Who's giving us the most money for John Cena's last match? And I think this is where another thing where they're going to start losing fans, bro.
Yep.
Like, how many times we got to say TKO has been bad for WWE? Hands down.
Yeah, it is.
Hands down.
It's truly bad. Let me go ahead and piggyback off of you. And I got another word on the street about TKO. Mark Shapiro is one of the board members of TKO. He came out recently, I guess it was yesterday, and said the WWE fans need to expect another price increase on tickets because they're trying to put them on par with the UFC.
UFC is fucking expensive, bro.
Price increase, not decrease. Increase. They are going to raise the ticket prices for these events even more, man. What do you think about this bullshit right here, bro? Because you can tell I'm already like, bro, this is ridiculous, man.
It's getting crazy. And with John Cena's last match, I think the nosebleeds are starting at like $300, bro.
God.
Bro, right before we started this podcast, we went to a Raw. We was in the bleeds, but they were like $23 tickets, bro. $23. Now they're like $150, bro. I just don't like. I get you have a business, you got to make money, but how much money you need? That's why shout out to Vince McMahon. He never wanted to price out the family, bro. Yeah. He wanted you to bring your kids, your family of 6, your family of 8. He never did. And I felt like Vince McMahon, as long as everything was paid and he broke even, like everyone got their salary, everyone did this. And if he broke even, he was cool. He's like, cool, we can continue going on. TKO is like, how much money can we make on top of everything being paid is our goal. And that's just, it's pricing out fans, bro.
It is pricing out the family structure. Yeah. We talked about this before. And within that report, someone also said, that's one thing about Vince McMahon they did really admire is that because Vince McMahon knew his demographic. Vince McMahon will always say, all the price of the ticket prices family friendly. Like he knew his demographic. He knew his longevity of his business starts with the core of a family. Because once those kids grow up, they still involved because they're gonna watch wrestling because their parents watching it. It's an ongoing tradition. It's an ongoing family thing that it can keep WWE live for eons.
Yeah.
TKO don't see it that way. TKO looking at WWE as what can you do for me now? How much can we gain now? Fuck 5 years from now, because TKO can easily, we ready to sell it. They can easily say, who wants to buy WWE? And they're going to have a lot of bidders for it. But I'm telling you, once they get their stuff running, they're going to wipe their hands clean and get the fuck out the wrestling industry, bro. And then when that happens, that is going to be a sad day because they usually just use the WWE just to get themselves out of debt.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard them say, we're still in debt and prices tickets still, and this is a contributing factor to why the price tickets are going to increase is because TKO is still in debt.
Yeah. It's making it to where like, so UFC owned by TKO a couple years ago, they came to Atlanta and my wife and her friend, me and my buddy are big UFC fans. And they're like, hey, do y'all, like, they were going to surprise us with the tickets. But then they're like, do y'all really want to go to UFC? We're like, yeah. They're like, the tickets are the X amount. And I was like, shit, I'd rather watch it on TV. I'd rather pay the $80 and watch it on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like WWE is going. Like, is WWE awesome to be there live? Absolutely. It's so fun. But is a product better to watch on TV? Yes, it is. Like, you get to see so much more. You get to hear the commentary. You get to hear this. So you raising the ticket prices, I'm just going to want to watch it on TV. You know what I'm saying?
This is one of the reasons why we talked about it before, but this is one of the reasons why I think AEW isn't sweating WWE right now. Because they know they're going to, it's like, bro, y'all going to price ourselves out of the fucking industry.
Yeah.
And AEW, how many times I've seen people online testimonies who are just now starting to watch AEW, who go to AEW live shows.
Take that picture.
They have literally said, this is better than going to WWE show. It's like, from start to finish, it is a great show. And it is half the price of WWE. And you can get,
bro, it's less than half, bro. It's like a third or a quarter of the price, bro.
Yes, true.
An eighth of the price, bro.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. WWE fucking up, bro. They fucking up. And that brings me to the next one, bro. All right. So this is WWE and AEW included from the start. If prices are what they are right now, how much do you think it would cost you to watch all WWE events and all AEW events in a 1-year time frame? How much you think it's going to cost?
Combined.
Yes, to watch AEW and WWE.
Probably about $2,500 a year.
Ooh, little overshot, but close, bro. $1,400. If you want to watch every WWE event and every AEW event, it's going to cost you $1,400. $400.
Wait, so you're talking just PLEs and pay-per-views. You're not talking about Raw.
Everything. Like, so you got to
okay.
buy Netflix to watch Raw.
Right.
You got to have some type of thing to watch SmackDown. You got to have HBO Max to watch AEW. Then you got to buy the pay-per-views. In total, it is said to be $1,400 to watch all AEW and WWE. And that's like, they always do with the NFL now, because the NFL is starting to branch out on this app's got this one, this app's got this one, then you get this. So if you want to watch every game in fucking NFL, it's like a little bit more than that. But like $1,400, bro. If you're a wrestling fan and you don't make that much, that's a lot of money, bro.
That is.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot. But
yeah.
And that's not including if the show comes to your city.
Yeah, bro. If the show comes to your city, you're dropping that much on one show, bro.
You're right. You're right. Unless it's AEW, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
But I don't, bro. I'm sad, man. I'm hurt right now because as a pro wrestling fan, this is becoming one of those things to where it's gotten too big for its own good.
Mm-hmm.
And TKO is milking the pro wrestling fans community. I'm pretty sure they were like, what other endeavor could we jump into that these motherfuckers will buy tickets no matter what? They're so loyal. And they're like, pro wrestling.
And that's what sucks, is we keep buying the tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until, as a collective, we stop buying the tickets, they just going to keep overcharging. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a sad day, man. So with price tickets going up even more, we're going to be paying, we're probably going to be thinking about looking like in the high twos for fucking nosebleed seats.
Yeah. And look at even like t-shirts online. You're talking $50, $45 a fucking t-shirt on WWE.com, bro. That's insane, bro. It probably cost them 5 cents to make that shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just a print on a black shirt. Send it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And we paying $35, $45, $50 for these shirts and stuff, man. It's gotten to the point to where it's clearly a money grab. It's not even about we gotta cover our overhead in the business. We gotta cover logistics that you guys don't know about. This is why we gotta do it. It's clearly about the fucking money grab, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm insulted, bro. I'm like, man, this is.
Reminds me of that. It reminds me of that Dave Chappelle meme. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, gotcha, bitch. That's what, yeah, bro. It's a lot. $70,000 for WrestleMania tickets. $30,000 for front row tickets at WrestlePalooza. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Show ain't that damn good. Ain't that damn
hell
good.
No.
Bro.
You could buy a fucking Kia for that much. You know, you can get you a whip, bro.
You definitely can buy you a car for 30 stacks. Shit. You can buy you a Tesla for a WrestleMania ticket.
Yeah.
Whoa, shit.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. But that being said, bro, Dave Meltzer is talking about wrestling numbers, viewership is hitting an all-time low right now. So are we getting to that point where they are outpricing and then people are going to be like, fuck that. You know, I'm not watching, like just viewership wise. But we also have college football, NFL starting. But I don't know how many wrestling fans there are that are like, oh, now that NFL is starting, I'm not going to watch wrestling. Like, I'm such a huge wrestling fan and football fan. I'm like, we always say, I'm just going to watch all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there is a study that came out a couple years ago that the reason why Raw takes so many hits during Monday Night Football is because a large portion of their pro wrestling audience is actually football fans as well.
And that's cool, but you're going to watch it on replay. You're not just going to not watch Raw. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But this is the first initial numbers that rolls out that matters to them. How many people watched it live? Is it worth for Netflix to air this program live when you have so many people watching the replay?
Yeah.
See, this is where the debacle and the trouble comes to play. We're paying the WWE X amount of money because when we start at 8:00, 7:00, we are getting a large viewing audience to watch it live. This is where they want to see. They don't care about the replay. Because the money comes from watching it live. How many people are tuned into Netflix app watching it live? And then since it started, it's been doing this. It's been steadily declining. And it hasn't even spiked up. It's been declining. So if you can't watch it, if WWE can't pull an audience live, the whole allure of WWE doesn't excite Netflix enough to just say, look, we basically can have a contract with WWE for half the price, and we'll agree to show the replay on Raw on our show. Yeah. And we'll come out on the better end of paying all this money for a live broadcast where a lot of people are not watching because they'd rather watch it on replay.
Yeah. And last Monday when I got home from work, I was like, I got home probably like halftime of the Monday Night Football game. And I was like, am I going to watch Monday Night Football or am I going to watch Raw? And then maybe save one for the morning. So I turned into the Monday Night Football game, and it's the Minnesota Vikings. My brother's a Minnesota Vikings fan. Check the phone. He's bitching. They suck. This, blah, blah, blah. We suck. I can't believe I bought. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just watch Raw. Right. So I watched Raw, turn on ESPN, come to find out the Vikings won the goddamn game. I was like, damn, I wish I would have watched that game, bro. Yeah. See, but yeah, like I'm always going to come home from work Monday, and if Monday Night Football is a good game, I'm going to watch that first. Well, if it's Raw, I can watch Raw whenever. It's on Netflix.
And there you go. And that's the conundrum. Yeah. The NFL don't show no damn replays. Yeah. You missed the game. You missed the game if you record it.
If you don't record it, yeah.
There is more of an emphasis in we got to watch this shit right now because I can always watch Raw later. And it's
always there. I can
watch some damn commercials.
Yeah. It's always there. It is always there. All right, bro, let's get into some AEW news. Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him, says he found out he was doing commentator the same way we found out, via the internet, bro. He's like, oh, shit, I'm on the commentary team, bro. I don't know if that was a work shoot. Maybe he was just messing with all of us. Right. But either way, he's a good addition to the team, bro.
Good
addition.
I would say this better than... And don't kill me because I fuck with Tony Schiavone because he's a classic, but he's not a good fit with Sockface and Taz.
No, and he's getting old. It's just sometimes he says dumb shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, what'd you even say that for? But yeah. He's more of a backstage reporter now, and in-ring reporter.
Tony Schiavone. He was like, Chris Statlander did something in the ring. He was like, oh, God, sky blue. And then Sockface was like, that's Chris Statlander. Yeah, Tony, man, he needs to hang it up, bro. Yeah. I think Tony is good with Nigel McGuinness Collision. Like, those two are good because Nigel do cover a lot of shit, and they have a good chemistry. But the three-man booth with Taz, Sockface, Excalibur, if you don't know, and Tony Schiavone, bro, it's not that good. But with Danielson in it with Taz and Sockface, that would be...
Bro, I hate when they do the camera on the announce team and I see him wearing the mask. I'm like, dude, it's so like, I get you're that like luchador style, like, but bro, dude, you're on commentator, bro. Just, I don't, it's a weird thing. And he's not that good. He's not that good. If he was better at his job.
He is not that bad. He's okay. You know what I'm saying? He has a wrestling type of commentary voice. I think that's what got him. He has that voice. You know what I mean? But my favorites in AEW by far is Nigel McGuinness, Taz.
Oh yeah.
Who's the other guy? Even when Don Callis is on commentary, I get a kick out of him. Don Callis
is he's so good, bro. Like we
Nigel
said,
McGuinness is by far the best commentator in AEW.
Yeah.
And Taz is right behind him and stuff. When JR is in the mood of actually wanting to call a match, he's always good. But he has to get himself up to call a match. Like I said, that was the most enthusiastic I ever heard that man in years, boy. Since he in the
but then
AEW.
he got a year extension for AEW, bro. He got that year extension. Yeah.
So I guess he wasn't really trying to go back to the E.
No, bro. And we're talking about commentating, bro. The internet was in an uproar, bro. Wade Barrett. They announced that Michael Cole and Corey Graves will be doing both shows. So people thought Wade Barrett got kicked off commentary because of his Nikki Bella comments at Clash in Paris, bro. But really, Wade Barrett's just getting a vacation. That's all it is, bro. And that is the internet just taking the story and running with it instead of like actually like doing the research and figuring out what's on the up and up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. The IWC ran with this shit and fucking fell off the handlebars because
they said he got kicked off, bro. Fired, basically. Fired.
There was nothing wrong with what Wade Barrett said that pertains to the storyline. He's
a heel commentator. Commentator.
Bump all that.
Yeah.
I don't think WWE fans know what the hell they're watching. I really don't think. Because if you watch the whole thing between Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch, that was the whole premise of the storyline. You have this diva era that wasn't that good trying to come back and tangle with these new era of female wrestlers who can get it in the ring.
Yeah.
That was the whole storyline. He just highlighted it on his commentary.
Even Nikki said it on his podcast, or Nikki said it on her podcast, how much better the women are in ring now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's not the reason. See, I said WWE fans, they don't know what the fuck they're watching, bro.
Yeah.
They really don't.
What Nikki did also say on her podcast with her sister Brie was that like Wade Barrett wouldn't like acknowledge her in the back and catering and blah, blah, blah. And I think that's just another work shoot type thing. You know, you think it's a work, you think it's a shoot.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's WWE. I think WWE is more meticulous with what their people say outside the ring than people know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, say this on your podcast. Yes. It'll get people talking type shit.
Exactly.
You know?
This is their new kayfabe, is to work the outside as well as the inside.
Yeah.
That's the new kayfabe. Because kayfabe is dead now. Yeah. So they was like, this is the new way we got to do it. We got to blur the line so much that you can't even tell what's going on.
Yeah. I agree, bro. And then, bro, all right. We'll get to this, bro. We'll get to the most obvious statement of all time. I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's the most obvious statement of all time. The brother-in-law of Nikki Bella, Brian Danielson, says Cody is only big in WWE because of AEW.
Facts.
It's the most obvious. I was like, why do you even say it, bro? Like, why do you even say it? Now, do I think would Cody... if AEW didn't exist and Cody was doing that indie run, he was super popular on the indie run. Everyone in WWE knew about this indie run with Cody Rhodes, no longer Stardust, blah, blah, blah. But AEW is the thing that like projected him. He arrives at Dallas WrestleMania. But like, I'm like, Daniel, why are you even saying this, bro? It's the most obvious statement of all time.
Well,
Cody's popular because of AEW. We know.
But he said that to emphasize this. He wanted to make sure and let everybody know that AEW has value in the game.
Yeah.
This is the whole reason why he said Cody Rhodes is only as big. Cody Rhodes is only as big as he is because he got big in America because of AEW. As big as popular he was on the independent scene with his New Japan, when he came out to WrestleMania, that pop wouldn't have been like that. Okay, You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have known to say, whoa, in the middle of a song if it wasn't for AEW, because that part started with AEW. Let's not get it twisted, all right? Number two, CM Punk probably would have never returned to wrestling if it wasn't for AEW. Now he's back in WWE doing his thing because he got his wheels under him, and he got that confidence from being in AEW. That's another all-star motherfucker who's rocking it right now.
And I'm glad we got Rusev back from 8. No, I'm just playing.
Shit. But guess what? Hey, as much as we talk shit about him, he's on the uptick. Now they starting to put the battery in his back.
WWE wants him to be on the uptick. The fans ain't gonna allow that shit, bro.
Well, I mean,
this shit's gonna die real soon, bro. This shit's dying real soon.
They're gonna put him in the main event scene. Watch what I say.
They had this man just be Penta? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Stop.
What did I say? Hold up. Now I'm glad you brought up Penta. What the fuck did I say a couple of months ago? I said Penta is doing this.
You said it. Yep. That's right, bro. He is. He's on the decline. And he just lost and it was funny, like, I don't know, did Miro and Penta ever wrestle in AEW? I'm assuming they did.
I don't think so. I don't
You don't think so? Because Michael Cole was like Rusev and Penta for the first time ever. And I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
This is what WWE does. I've told you. Not only has Penta went cold, where is his brother Ray Phoenix?
Ooh, shit. I haven't seen him in a while, bro. Him and Andrade, they gone. And that brings up another, hold up. Bro, that brings up another word on the street with AEW, talking about ex-WWE people debuting. Isla Dawn debuts, gets squashed by Megan Bayne, gone.
She wasn't signed to a contract. That was a one-time appearance.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it was in her home. It was in her home country.
One time, one and done. Smash and dash.
Let me tell you something. I'd rather get one and done with AEW because you know she got paid a pretty penny.
Yeah.
If that's one little independent thing, one and done that you want to do it with AEW because you're gonna get compensated very well. So
yeah.
But on top of that, check this out though. Why is
Ray Phoenix, bro?
Why is it every time I notice, and this is not just because of who was released from AEW and they went to WWE, and I'm like, oh, this is what it is. No, I know this because WWE would do this. They would put the battery in your back if you're a fucking new person debuting for like 4 or 3 weeks. Once they see that you ain't picking up and you cooling off, they're done with you.
Bro, I thought Ray Phoenix was picking up though, bro. I loved his matches, but they were more AEW style matches.
Right. See, the thing is, that's why a lot of AEW people see. This is all beautiful because WWE, the E is fucking themselves over because people from AEW is watching the treatment of Aleister Black, Rusev, Penta, Phoenix. They're watching the treatment of these guys, and they're saying like, "Well, damn." I mean, they went over there for less money. They was the bigger team, but they got less money, and they're barely being featured at all. They're just pretty much just jobbers. They're mid-carders at best.
The only one that came over was Cody.
And went to main event scene. And even look at Jade. Where is Jade?
I mean, she got another title shot coming up on SmackDown, but I mean, she ain't gonna win it. But yeah, Jade's like the enigma though, because Jade really wasn't like Rusev, Aleister Black, Cody. They're all Penta, Ray Phoenix. They're wrestlers. Jade was what was she, like a bodybuilder that just got into wrestling type thing with AEW? Yeah. And it's just looking like Jade just, no offense to Jade, she looks the part more than anyone I've ever seen.
Yes.
You just got to bang in that ring a little bit. In WWE, you're in the place where you don't have to bang that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to bang a little bit.
But she can't bang with her down. That's the problem.
We'll see what happens on SmackDown versus her and Tiffy time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think, because with what's coming up on NXT Homecoming this weekend, Tiffy ain't losing that belt. You know what I'm saying? They need that belt on NXT. Ain't no way.
Wait, what did you just say? They need what belt on NXT?
Tiffy's belt. The Women's World Championship, bro.
You said they need it on NXT?
Well, just for that match, for her to come out with the belt to gain viewership.
I got you.
Yeah. They're not going to have Tiffy lose the belt and then show up on NXT without the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. All right, bro. Now we getting into the funny shit, bro. I sent you the clip with Tiffy Time, Stephanie Vakir, Rhea Ripley coming out. In Booker T, he says a lot of crazy shit, bro.
Bruh.
This might be the craziest shit he's ever said. I'm going to say it in quotes. I got to pop my dick, man.
You know what? And I've been scratching.
He said it, bro. He said it.
I've been trying to scratch my head and like, what else wrong?
What else could it have been?
Could it have been? Because I know he didn't say that shit. I know he couldn't have just said that on WWE TV without knowing I got to pop my dick. Like, what? What are you talking about? What do you think he was trying to say?
Bro, Queen Charmel was waiting for him at the door with a shotgun, bro. What you mean you gotta pop your dick?
Oh my God, man. Baby, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man. I was in the moment, bro.
Bro, what was Booker T trying to say, man?
Bro, I think he was saying I gotta pop my dick, man. That's what he's trying to say, and he just said it, bro.
bro. Like, what is he doing, bro?
I ain't never heard that before on TV. We had the Attitude era with Jerry the King Lawler, bro, and he never said I got to pop my dick, like that, man. Oh, bro.
I don't know, man. I've been trying to give him a pass. I'm like, what was he trying to say? And it came out right. And I just can't think of nothing that fit into that word that sounds like that.
Nothing, bro. Nothing. I don't know, bro.
Like, was he trying to say I got to pop my pick? Was he trying?
What's a pick, bro? What's a pick, bro? Who
Booker
knows,
T.
bro? Booker T, you go, bro. You go, bro. I need you on main roster, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Lola Vice come out there, he be having a ball. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, bro. Man. Bischoff, Eric Bischoff says FTR is fragile for responding to Jack Swagger's comments about all that blah blah blah, all that shit he said on Chris Van Fleet. I was like, but he said FTR's name, so how are they fragile? I would say they're fragile if he never said their name and they responded.
Right.
He called them out on that podcast, bro. So how do you feel about that, bro?
Not only did he call them out, he said a lie. He told a lie about him. He's like, bro, don't put us in this shit. Like,
FTR refused to work that week, blah, blah, blah. There was a bunch of, and FTR was like, no, bro, we was on week after week after week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, Eric Bischoff, man, it's like he has it out for AEW because he was the one only professional wrestling company, WCW, on Turner Network, right? Now AEW is on there and they're doing great. I mean, any chance he get a chance to shoot down AEW, he's going to do it. You know? He barely gives him any kind of compliment. See, this is what I'm saying. It's off tilt. If you're more negative than positive, and I'm talking about like 90% negative, 10% positive, bro, you a fucking hater, bro. Like straight up. And for Jack Hager or whatever his name is,
Swagger,
for him to sit here and say, yeah, FTR got yelled at because they didn't want to do a job on the show and they left home. Bro, FTR went and straightened that shit up because you don't put their name in your mouth, Mr. Hager.
Yeah.
And if I was FTR, I would have done the same thing too. Nope, that ain't true. This is what the
fuck. If
you're
going to talk about me but say some wrong shit, I'm going to correct you. That's all it is, bro. Right. That's all it is.
So, Mr. Bischoff, you're wrong on that, my man. You're so wrong on that. You out of pocket, my man.
So wrong, bro. So wrong. All right, bro. Bishop Dyer. Baron Corbin, I sent you this. He doesn't want to take any dangerous moves in wrestling anymore that could hurt his neck, do this, miss time with his kid. How do you feel about it? Because, like, to me, I'm like, you're in the game, bro. You can't. He said he would tell Undertaker he's not taking a tombstone because it could potentially hurt his neck, bro. And, like, we're not risking our lives in the wrestling ring. So it's weird to comment on it, but I'm like, bro, you're a wrestler. That's kind of the job, bro. Like Undertaker says it all the time. You're seconds away from being this. You're seconds away from being that. How do you feel about the situation?
I feel like the situation is alligator on. And me and you being both football fans, and we know about alligator arms. And so the term comes from for the wide receiver.
Yeah.
If you're in traffic and that ball is in your grasp, but you pull it back because you don't want to get hit really hard, those are called alligator arms. And in the NFL, that shit is frowned upon because there's a rule for wide receivers. If you're able to touch the ball, you should be able to catch the ball.
Ooh, that's what my dad always said. He said, "You put your hands."
Old school shit. For real.
He'd be like, "You put your hands on it, it was catchable."
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And I agree, it's catchable. Other than that, that means you're too worried about getting hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with pro wrestling. You signed up for this shit. You know what pro wrestling is, but you want to sit here and say, yo, I want to be in pro wrestling, but I don't want to do all the dangerous shit. But then don't be in pro wrestling then.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to see why the E ain't re-signing him.
Yeah. It's starting to leak out a little bit.
It's starting to seep out.
You don't want to do work for other people, you know, and that it's not the business. It's not the business. We're not in the business, but we know that's not the business.
Yeah, we're not in the business, but we're in the industry. I'm going to tell you like this, though. If Undertaker comes and say, hey, we're going to finish it off with a tombstone, I'm not going to say, nah, I'm not taking no tombstone. What you mean, bro?
Yeah, how's Undertaker going to finish the match then? You know what I'm saying?
Just give me chokeslam. No,
yeah,
bro.
Just give me your secondary finish.
Yeah, give me your last ride. That's what
Yeah.
you want to give me. But no, bro. I'm starting to see why he's not in the E no more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
starting to slowly leak out. At first, he was like, "Someone wants me gone. It's that person. It's this person." Now it seems like you, brother. Now it seems like you.
It seems like you. It seems like you. You didn't want yourself out of there, bro, because you didn't want to take crazy neck bumps.
Yeah.
Man, cut it out, bro. Listen, at certain points in life, you got to take the good and the bad, no matter what the fuck it is. Like I said, there's negatives and positives and everything in life. And for him to be in the industry as long as he has and try to do this and do that. But you know what? Bishop, he's another one of those ex-professional athletes that ain't make it in a profession and went to wrestling. So this kind of doesn't surprise me that he's saying something like this because pro wrestling wasn't his first choice.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't. NFL was.
And he ain't making it in the NFL.
And would you be like, in the NFL, you're like, oh, I'm not going to make that tackle because I could get hurt.
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
Point.
Come on, bro.
Good point. Great point.
Come on, bro. All right, bro. You got any word on the streets? I got one more before we move on to fan questions.
Well, I got one more. I was going to say about Bryanson, but Bryanson within that same interview also said that he happens to know in good accord. He says there are good people in WWE, but he happens to know in good accord that WWE's main objective is to put AEW out of business.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
And I'm thinking that's crazy because I thought it was just to steal the headlines, like not really put them out of business because they can't put them out of business.
I know WWE wants to put them out of business,
but they can't. They can't put AEW out of business because of what they're doing on their end.
Yeah.
If you have a pro wrestling niche, even if you don't watch AEW, but you see a lot of people talk about AEW, it's a secondary promotion in America. What was going to prevent you from going to watch them? Nothing, because the tickets is cheaper. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg on multiple apps to watch their product. You're going to just get one app, which is HBO Max. It's a win-win. So Brian Danielson said, I know that they're trying to take us out of business.
Yeah.
So that's the first time I've heard any AEW person from the roster. Definitely someone like Bryanson, who is actually Danielson, who is actually in the fucking like I'm gonna say maybe like in the office. He's part of the discipline committee. Like
he's part of the office,
right?
You know? Yeah.
Come out and say that.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, if that's WWE's main objective is to put AEW out of business just so they can control the industry, man, they're not going to do it. They can't do it. They don't have enough. They don't have enough pull like that to go ahead and put AEW out of business.
Yeah.
But again, the E is running up the ticket prices even more. It's becoming a money grab, and fans
crazy more
slowly but surely is starting to see what it really is. And you mean to tell me the more economy-friendly wrestling promotion in this country is not going to get all that? Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's
coming. We'll
see
what happens.
Their own grave. And it's not even the E itself. It's TKO doing it to the E.
Yeah, it's not the E. It's TKO doing it to the E, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
I would like to say, get your TKO out of my E.
Yeah.
Get it out, bro. Get it out because the E hasn't benefited from TKO being over there. Think about it. It's been a year already, right?
I mean, they made a shit ton of money. That's about it.
But they made a shit ton of money because they rose the prices.
Yeah. I know they're like record gate. I was like, because you keep raising the prices, motherfuckers. That's why.
So, nah, man.
Is it record attendance? Maybe not. Is it record gate? Yes. You might have 4,000 less people in attendance, but your ticket prices are so crazy, you're making a lot more money. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. It's again, I am so curious to see how this plays out in another 5 years.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, bro.
I'm going to tell you like this. It's a wrong time. It's a wrong time right now, too. Even as a country, the economy isn't doing that well. It's like people are withholding money. I've heard people say in the industry that we in, they said they refuse to go out to eat just as I don't feel like cooking tonight. Let's go out to eat. Now it's like we only go out to eat when it's a special occasion, when there's an occasion to celebrate, because it's things are getting tight.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
TKO and the raise prices in the country when things are getting tight. It's gonna come back and backfire and bite them in the ass. I kid you not.
Yeah. All right, bro. My last word on the street. Maven was on Chris Van Fleet. And he said he released something that he said a lot of people don't trust Triple H back in the day because whatever you said around Triple H got back to the office. Triple A was off. And I'm like, bro, yeah, he's banging the daughter of the owner. What do you think their pillow talk is about, bro? But he did say, the thing I want to bring this up about is he did say like you knew he was office, so anything you said got back to Vince, and you just couldn't trust him. And then he said he had 5 or 6 ex-wrestlers reach out and say thank you for saying that, bro, because it was like that time when he was wrestling but still in the authority and all that stuff. He was like, it was just a weird time in WWE, bro. But I was like, another thing that I was like, stating the obvious, bro. He's banging the boss's daughter, bro. He's marrying the boss's daughter, and you expect them not to pillow talk? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I think is deeper than just pillow talk. I think it has more to do about what was being said to them about, okay, we're doing a program with Mr. Triple H, right? I think we should do this. And he'll go, it's better if we do this, do that. Well, and then the rest is like, well, I don't trust this guy because he has a lot of pull. He can just go to Vince and say, I think it should go this way, and it's going to go that way. So it has more to do with just telling the tell-all with his wife. It has a lot to do with he has power to manipulate how the match and the outcomes and things that work in his favor more so than the other wrestlers did. Yeah. So that has the truth. But hey, let me go ahead and say this, piggyback off you with the same interview with Maven. He also said that Tony Khan, from him witnessing from what he's saying, Tony Khan is a great boss. He said the wrestlers come back to the curtain. He's asking them how they feel. Did they like their match that they put on? Like he said Tony Khan is a good boss. Mm-hmm. Now I heard people say like Bronson, like Action Bronson, right? That motherfucker went in there and started talking shit. Well, guess what, Mr. Action Bronson? Your theme song isn't being played for Hook anymore. Hook got a new theme song. It ain't your ass no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think AEW, honestly, I think there's 2 sides. I think there's the real side of people who felt like they deserved more because they're in a secondary company and they came from the E, and like, well, I'm a big, but and they when it wasn't granted that, now they talking and spilling sour grapes. Yeah. And there are people who actually has love for the pro wrestling industry and they understand it and they appreciate a boss like Tony Khan. Hey, was that a good match? Were you happy with the match? Are you okay? Are you feeling good? Are you okay? Like, no
one talks shit about Tony Khan who works for Tony Khan. It's all the people who don't work for Tony. Same with WWE. I mean, you got the Ronda Rouseys. All you do is talk shit. But like, you don't care about WWE anymore, but you can't get WWE's name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's talk about it. Word on the street. Hello. Who said that about Ronda Rousey? It was like, please.
Yeah.
Who was it who, I think you sent it to me. Who was it who spoke out after she said all that shit she said about the WWE?
I mean, a lot of people spoke out. Well, JBL spoke out. Kevin spoke. Becky Lynch spoke. Yeah. A lot of people spoke out, bro.
Who else you said before Becky Lynch? You said,
I think it was JBL said something like, you just don't know how the wrestling, or it might have been Kevin Nash, big man. They're like, you just don't know how the wrestling industry. Yeah, you got to go against Alexa Bliss. This isn't a real fight. Like, you're going against the #1 merch seller. Yeah, that's good for you too.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just like, why would I be in the ring with this small girl? Because it's pro wrestling. Rey Mysterio was world heavyweight champion. That's what it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just doesn't understand the business. She thinks it's like crazy.
I saw the clip when she was getting her hair braided, and she was just dragging the business down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all scripted. It's she didn't use the F word. She didn't say fake, but she said everything but F word. She's like, it's all scripted. It's predetermined. Yeah, we know what we're doing before we get in there. It's choreographed, and she was just spilling the beans, bro. And I'm saying, and this is who said that. Was it Booker T?
And then Becky Lynch was like, you was also crying in your kitchen about how hard it was too. So
exactly,
shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Shut the fuck up. And Booker T said, I think we need to be a little bit more cautious of who we let into our industry. Yeah. And he's right. But see, the WWE ain't gonna be cautious, Book, because the company that you gun ho for don't care about whether they have love for the industry or whether they're going to be able to honor it and respect the industry. They want to know if they have enough drawing power to their name to bring the business more money, which is the WWE. That's all they care about. Book, you should know this more than anybody.
The sweet cheddar cheese.
As much as I agree with Book by saying we should be cautious of who we let in to our industry and open up the door and pull back the curtain for, I also agree at the same point. Look who you talking about, bro. They don't care. If you have name power and drawing power, bro, they gonna put them on. Definitely not with TKO.
Like, Ronda, go back to UFC and get your ass beat again, bro. Because
that's what they said. They said that she made more money in the E than she ever did in the UFC. So why are you sitting here shitting on the industry? They gave you what you have.
Yeah. But Ronda was really good when she went to the UFC at first because she had that judo, she had that armbar. But then they started bringing in real UFC fighters who have trained their whole life to be in UFC, women. And then she started getting her ass whooped, bro.
Her first match, she got knocked the fuck out.
Holly Holmes, bro.
Holly Holmes kicked the mess out of her ass.
And then Amanda Nunes whooped the shit out of her, bro. Put them claws on her, bro.
Put her down.
Yeah.
Put her down.
All right, bro. You got any more word on the street before we go to these fan questions?
No, I don't have no word on the street, but I do have an underrated, overrated.
Oh, let's go.
Or properly rated. This is a man that's just now came to the forefront of American eyes, but his has a great legacy overseas. And I'm talking about the one and only, by God, Kenny Omega. What do you feel like? Underrated, overrated, or properly rated?
Properly.
And I know it's going to be a hard one for you because you really don't know a lot about Kenny Omega.
Properly rated, bro. He's properly rated, bro. Right now, he tired, bro. He tired.
He's on the tail end of his career. Tail end of his career. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
He had a life-threatening disease. I get it, but bro, like sometimes you gotta hang him up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I'm not saying he needs to hang him up, but he looked gassed in that cage match, bro. He looked gassed.
That's cardio. They ain't got to mean you gotta hang it up, bro. He gotta get better on his cardio. But the next match he had the other week, he was great.
Yeah. So
I feel like he is underrated because of what he has done to the industry. I mean, he was a part of one of the. There's only 3 factions. Well, let me say 4. Let me say 4 if somebody lose their fucking mind. There's only 4 factions in pro wrestling history that stood the test of time and actually revolutionized the era of pro wrestling. The first faction, 4 Horsemen. Second faction is the NWO. Third faction, DX. And then you have the 4th faction, the Bullet Club.
The Bullet Club.
And what made the Bullet Club so pivotal is that they revolutionized the industry. At a time where WWE was running shit. There was no second promo. There was no AEW. It was just WWE. But the Bullet Club made so much noise in Japan that people over here knew, like, the Bullet Club is it. Look who was in the Bullet Club, bro.
Yeah. A lot of people, bro. And, like, not all at the same time. It's kind of like a generation thing. Sometimes you was in, sometimes you was out, you know. You got the Cody Rhodeses, you know. You got the Finn Balor's. You got our boy Botch. You got my boy Botch. Tama Tonga Lloyd.
Tama Tonga. You got AJ Styles.
Yeah.
The Good Brothers in it, which is Luke and Gallows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Luke, I mean, come on, man. You had Kenny Omega was in the Bullet Club. You know what I'm saying? The Young Bucks was in the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Ace Austin, the newest member of AEW roster, was in the Bullet Club. I mean, Switchblade, Jay White. You're talking about a faction that had multiple like individual stars that just came together and they was rocking shit. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When we was talking about the greatest faction was like, who is it? NWO versus EX. Bro, you gotta put Bullet Club in there somewhere, bro.
Bullet Club, it just wasn't mainstream.
It just
you
wasn't
know what I'm
right.
saying? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Bullet Club, I mean, you gotta put them in there somewhere, bro.
With all the people they had in it, you could say as a collective, their careers have been really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always said who had the best career, DX, NWO out of all of them. I mean, you got Hulk, obviously. But, like, with the Bullet Club, so many careers have been, because it was such a big group with so many people. So,
I would say this. The Four Horsemen was the fucking spark.
yeah.
The NWO had the most impact on the wrestling industry. DX was probably the most popular. But Bullet Club, like, if you to put Bullet Club against any of those three other factions, bro, Bullet Club will whoop the mess out of them mothers inside the ring. The best in-ring faction of all time is Bullet Club.
You gotta give love for Evolution too, just because of what it was. Just because of who the people are, who the people were before and after. It was a good bridge of generations.
But listen, okay, but let's, out of the four we just named, does Evolution, can you put one of those out and put Evolution in? No. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You know you can't, bro. Evolution better than NWO?
No, I can't. No.
Better than DX? No. Better than Four Horsemen? No. Better than Bullet Club? No. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's you can't do it.
That's true. That's true.
Like I said, they have these four factions have their own purpose, but I promise you, none of those factions can stand the test of time as far as in-ring ability than the Bullet Club. By far, Bullet Club ranks high. So bang bang gang.
Bang bang gang, bro. All right, bro. First fan question. Who was your diva childhood crush? Mine's easy, bro.
Victoria, aka Tara. Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Mine was Tori Wilson, bro.
Really?
Tori Wilson, bro. I remember my dad took me to like a autograph session, bro. I waited like 2 hours in line to get her autograph. I'm maybe 12, 11 years old. Go up to her. She's signing my picture. I say 0 words to her, bro. I was so nervous. She said, "What's your name?" I said, My dad said his name. My dad's like, his name's Aaron. I said, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. So nervous, bro. Tori Wilson, bro. Tori Wilson, like, bro. Yeah. And with her Hall of Fame speech back in the day when she said, "I'm glad I was part of all y'all's puberty," I said, "Yes, you were, ma'am. Yes, you were."
Yeah, Victoria was mine, bro. Yeah. Oh, boy, I love me some Victoria growing up, boy. I loved her, man. She was, boy, I thought she was the finest person. Like, she is fine as hell, boy.
Yeah.
She had some junk in the trunk, and I'm telling you right now, boy. I'm telling you right now, that Victoria was my girl, bro. Like, that was my
Who's the second?
Crush.
Who's second place?
Gail Kim.
Okay.
Gail Kim, bro. Like, when she was in TNA, boy, I love me some Gail Kim, boy. She had them little booty cheeks hanging out from that little short she used to have. That boy, I used to love me some Gail Kim, and she was so good in the ring. And I implore you, a Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong match in TNA, bro.
Go watch it.
Those were in a time where WWE, TNA was putting on these crazy knockout matches, and I'm telling you, Awesome Kong versus Gail Kim was one of the best. I was like, this is what it's supposed to be like right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, go watch it. Awesome Kong versus Gail Kim, bro. Good shit.
All right.
Who was your second?
Probably Trish.
Trish?
Yeah, had to be. I mean, that was everyone. She was up there. You know what I'm saying? She was up there. There
was another woman. She was a part of Kai and Tai. Remember Kai and Tai? There was a Japanese stable.
No.
Remember that had the angle with Val Venus? And they had him hung up. And it was like, "You mess with us, it's choppy. And they fucking like portrayed to cut off his penis and shit. Remember that shit, bro?
No, bro, I don't remember. I don't know.
It's a real storyline.
I'm gonna Google it right after this, bro.
He's like, "You mess with us, it's choppy." And then you know what I'm saying? They was trying to portray, bro. They had a vixen. They had a fucking valet in their group. She was actually in ECW. She was a valet to Raven.
Okay.
Man, what's her name?
I loved Raven.
Give me a second. Let me find her
I'll
name
say
real quick.
shout out Stacy Keibler. She was a banger too.
Stacey Keebler was definitely a banger.
Yeah.
Um,
Divas era was wild. I mean, you had Lita, like the tomboy. She was cool. You know, a lot of people liked her as well. You know, he's looking for someone who chopped off Val Venus's penis.
well, she didn't do it. Okay. So her real name is Christina. I don't want to say her last name. It's like Lom or something like that. But she
Lawnmower,
went
cool.
under the names of Kimona, Walea, something like that. And then in WWE, she was Leia Meow.
Okay.
So she was the one who was in there. But yeah, when I first saw her, I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Like her infamous breakthrough in the industry was she was dancing on top of the ECW arena, and they fucking filmed it. And it was, oh man, who is this? But yeah, those three, man, those bruh, salivating.
Yeah.
Salivating.
Good stuff. Good stuff, bro. All right, second question, bro. After Becky Lynch, where do you see AJ Lee going? Does she win the Intercontinental Championship from Becky Lynch after this tag team match at WrestlePalooza? I think so.
Survivor Series, Intercontinental Championship, Becky versus AJ Lee. Yeah, I can definitely see AJ Lee taking it off of Becky Lynch. Where does she go from after Becky Lynch, though? That's a good question. Maybe she goes
Roxanne Perez.
Bayley.
Roxanne Perez.
There you go, my man. You said it because you saw the picture. Yeah, Roxanne Perez, bro. Like, man.
That's like her favorite wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be good to be like, Roxanne Perez can play this storyline like you took my spotlight away when you showed back up type shit, you know?
Yeah.
That bitter prodigy type shit. And what's her name? The Prodigy.
The Prodigy. Yeah. No, that's a good one. Roxanne Perez. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
It'd be good. It'd be good. People are saying Liv versus AJ Lee, which I'm here for that too.
Yeah,
I'm here for that.
Maybe for that one.
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm telling you right now, I feel like down the line, you might get a little Charlotte in AJ Lee.
Ooh, yeah. I'm down. I'm here for that. I'll take Alexa Bliss, AJ Lee. I'm down for that too.
And I'm telling you, don't be surprised just for a callback, throwback. We get an AJ Lee and Nikki Bella.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were the same era. So
legend versus legend, you know?
Legend versus legend.
Yeah. Now, is AJ Lee in the Hall of Fame? No, right?
I was going to ask you that same shit. Fucking stop reading my mind, bro. I was going to ask you, do you think AJ Lee, after this run, or during her run, do you think she gets inducted to the Hall of Fame?
I don't know if they'll ever do a during the run thing ever again like Rey Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they'll do that again. But after this, AJ Lee, AJ Lee, I think deserved it even before. You know what I mean? But maybe you wait to do like a husband and wife induction, CM Punk and AJ Lee same year. That'd be good.
You don't want to do that because you don't want to overshadow the other with that. You want to give them their own because both of them will probably be like, it's always the main event for fucking Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
So those are probably like the main event for two separate Hall of Fames, AJ Lee or CM Punk. But you don't want to put both in the same one.
I'm doing it, bro.
There's going to be a lot of fights in that fucking Phil household, bro. In the Brooks household, there's going to be some fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
Have Larry show up, the dog, that ugly ass dog they have.
Ugly ass looking ass dog, bro. That dog look ugly. What's wrong with this? He got an overbite. What's wrong with that dog?
He got some fucked up shit going on, bro. All right, bro. Last fan question. Who is currently the better booker? Triple H or Tony Khan?
Tony Khan by far, bro.
Right now, you think Tony Khan's got the edge?
Yes. Because Tony Khan has been more consistent. We haven't seen a lot of just out of the blue type shit. It's 2025 is Tony Khan. He's the Booker of the Year, man.
Booker of the Year.
Tony Khan has been beating Triple H's ass this year when it comes to booking, bro. Because his booking has been more consistent.
Now, can Triple H win it back by year's end with WrestlePalooza and then Survivor Series and then John Cena's last month? If we're taking 2025 as a whole,
okay,
can Triple H win Booker of the Year with the amount of time we have left?
We got 3 months left in this year.
Can he change your mind, bro?
No, because it's 3 months left in the year. It's 3, and Tony Khan's been rocking it for the last 8 months, bro.
Yeah, but what if WrestlePalooza, John Cena? What if some crazy shit happens John Cena's last match. Like, and we got Brock and John Cena coming up. We got, all these other matches. We don't even know what Survivor Series is looking like. There's no way Triple H can redeem himself in your eyes.
I think Triple H can close the gap.
He can't overtake it.
I don't think he can overtake Tony, because Tony Khan has been on fire. Tony Khan's been so good this damn year and booking. He's been drawing new audience who away from WWE, who's been watching WWE.
Yeah, I mean, is that more WWE or is that more AEW? Because a lot of fans said they went and switched to AEW and decided to give it a chance once they saw the sex predator Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But hey, that falls in the booking umbrella, right?
It is
Brock Lesnar to come back.
Yeah.
So, nah, bro, it's right now it's Tony Khan. Last year it was fucking Triple H. This year it's Tony Khan, bro.
0% chance Triple H can redeem himself.
So all right, let's talk about it then. So, what other storylines this year that will qualify Triple H for being Booker of the Year? Give me one that was like so fucking riveting.
This year?
Yeah.
I think Brock's return was good in my eyes.
No.
AJ Lee's
storyline. But see, that's not a storyline. That's a surprise return. See,
but it's turned into a storyline, bro.
Triple H used to be
You're like Vince Russo. You're like, he's the pop king. He's the pop.
He used to be the king of kings. Now he's the king of pop.
Yeah.
He can get you a pop up out your seat. I ain't gonna front. Yeah. But what does he do afterwards?
Yeah, because last year we had Drew and CM Punk storyline of the year, story of everything. It was such a great, compelling story. But I feel you. This year, there really hasn't been that storyline that took up the whole year, that was interesting, that was compelling, that you wanted to see develop every week. I agree with you, bro.
There was only one, but they dropped the ball. That was John Cena's heel turn. Yeah. If they would have executed that, we probably would have a whole lot of different conversation by now.
There you go. That's a good point. Yeah.
But because they dropped the ball on that shit and how it ended out, bro, Triple H is disqualified from being Book of the Year. Disqualified. No, it's Tony Khan.
That's true, bro.
Who do you think it is?
I'm giving the edge to Tony Khan right now.
Yeah.
But there is time for Triple H to turn it around, bro.
Hey, you better give it to Tony Khan, because Tony Khan reeled your ass in. At one point, you wasn't fucking with AEW. Now you like, I fucks with it. So it's got to be Tony Khan. But Triple H, again, I don't think there's enough time in a year for him to overdo what Tony Khan's been so consistently been doing since the start of 2020.
Bro, I'm telling you, wrestling, you don't need a lot of time to turn it around, bro. He's got a chance, bro. He's got a chance. I feel like Survivor Series is going to be the dud of the year, bro. Well, I don't know why, bro. I feel like it can't. There's no way it can deliver, bro.
It can't. There's nothing could be dud of the year than WrestleMania.
WrestleMania has some great matches, though, bro.
Bro, that was the worst WrestleMania I have seen in the last 10 years.
Do you think adding 2 days to each WrestleMania makes it more likely to be terrible? Do you think if let's say they condense it into 1 day, get rid of the shit matches, you have both women's triple threat, you have both men's triple threat, or the one women's triple threat, the one men's triple threat, have all the good, decent matches on one night, Jay and Gunther, you have Cena versus Cody. If that's condensed into one night, are you still saying it's a terrible fucking WrestleMania?
Yeah, because there was only like 2 matches that really fucking rocked. That was the women's match, triple threat, and the triple threat men's match. Everything else.
You didn't like Jay Gunther, bro?
No,
you wasn't feeling Jay.
It fell flat to me, bro.
Damn.
It fell flat. It fell flat to me.
Damn.
There wasn't like. I'm trying to think of another match that was on that card. I was like, oh, that shit was dope.
It's tough. SummerSlam outdid
WrestleMania by far.
And does this WrestlePalooza come up? Is it gonna outdo Mania?
It looks like it. Just the card alone looks like it's outdoing Mania, bro.
I think so too. Does it outdo SummerSlam? At the end of this year, is WrestlePalooza gonna be the pay-per-view of the year?
It might.
I think so too. If they
debut on ESPN, so they're gonna try to pull out all the stops.
Oh yeah. So I think we might get a return. I don't know who, but we're getting something else on WrestlePalooza, bro. We're getting a what the fuck moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gotta be that. But like I said, AEW's been consistent all year.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a bad pay-per-view from AEW this year yet. What pay-per-view has been bad?
My boy with Nigel McGuinness doing his little.
So you constitute one match to make sure a whole pay-per-view is bad?
Bro, that was the worst AEW pay-per-view of the year. What was it called? I forget. What was
Forbidden
it?
Door?
Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door was the worst AEW pay-per-view of the year by far. Revolution was the best. Forbidden Door was not that good, bro.
Okay, so Forbidden Door. So if you had a choice to watch Forbidden Door versus WrestleMania. Fucking crazy, bro. Fucking crazy. Forbidden Door had way more. It was so much better of in-ring action than the fucking WWE's WrestleMania.
Give me Mania over Forbidden Door all day.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say Mania over Revolution.
No. But I might take SummerSlam over Revolution.
Yeah.
We'll do it at the end of the year. We'll rank our top four.
Yeah, let's do that.
Top 4 pay-per-views of the year, bro.
Okay, so what we do, we'll rank the best 4 from WWE, the best 4 from AEW, and then we're going to make one Mount Rushmore. We only can choose 4 overall for both companies. We're gonna do that shit at the end of the year. Yeah,
we'll do it bracket style.
Brackets. Oh,
yeah.
March Madness style. Yeah, bro. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see, man.
We'll see who ends the year as Booker of the Year, bro.
Matter of fact, let's go ahead and ask the community right now. Who do you think will have the better show coming up September 20th? AEW All Out or WWE WrestlePalooza? Which do you think will be the better show?
It's going to be interesting to see, bro. It's going to be interesting to see.
As stacked the fucking card is for WrestlePalooza, hey, All Out is stacked too, bro.
Yeah. They're both stacked, bro. They're both stacked. Stacked like pancakes, bro.
Stacked like pancakes. See.
Yeah. Just depends on what stack you want to eat, bro.
That's it.
All right, bro. That's all we got, y'all.
That's it.
Like, comment, subscribe. Tune into our new show next week. We doing the Mount Rushmore. We did it our first episode. We gonna redo it now because our names have changed, y'all.
That's right. That's right. New Mount Rushmore from the 44 Hills podcast. You better get in when you fit in. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. 44 Hills podcast rocking. Sponsored to you by Woo Energy Drink. Until the next time we meet. Deuces. Ooses.
Peace out.